Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Hit the Deck. Today we have our esteemed snottiest of snot factories, Mr. Vagram.
Cough, 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 wheeze, snort.
How are you doing today, sir? Except for mucus filled.
I'm not bad. The cough medicine makes me loopy, but it's not bad otherwise.
How is that like news?
I guess it technically enhances the loopiness, but whatever.
Yeah, fair point.
Technicalities.
Fair point, yeah. So we are here. This is the first week we've been back since Allegiance is released, and we've had many ideas.
Well, I mean, there was launch weekend.
Yeah.
That Friday.
And then since then we've kind of been bouncing ideas backwards and forwards.
I don't know if I can do another, like a 4.5 hour today. That's rough. Yeah, we have ideas. Some of them are good, some of them are terrible, and we'll probably break the game.
But we're going to do them anyway.
Yes, we're going to do them anyway.
We'll break the game so you don't have to.
Yes. I'm particularly curious about our Mirror March ideas. I'm also
like
curious to see how. I'm also curious to see how quickly we can make somebody concede using a persistent partitioner's deck. But
yeah. Tokens. Yeah. So I threw this deck together earlier because I thought it'd be funny. It basically runs like all of the token generators. And Teysa Karlov to make tokens better. And then like all of the kill things that I could find. So it's like Hero Precinct 1 so that it triggers off like Mortify, Bedevil, Cult of the Feast. Basically any of the things that aren't like Sword Companions or Mirror March will trigger a hero and create a token.
Hey.
And then obviously Teysa makes those tokens better.
I still think it's kind of weird. She has an ability that is triggered on any creature dying, which is token or non-token, right?
Yes.
Teysa. But then she's got creature tokens you control. It doesn't pass it on to all creatures, just tokens.
Yeah, it's to tie into the whole Orzhov afterlife mechanic.
Right. I mean, it does make sense when you look at it from a expansion perspective, but it's just kind of strange reading the card in a vacuum, just kind of.
Yeah, I can get that.
It's a good card though. I like her.
I do really like her. I love her art as well.
Yeah, I think Dark Preacher's been having some success with Teysa Karlov. Sure.
He has, yeah. He's got his Orzhov's army deck, which I actually keep meaning to import and play with, but I've not got that far yet.
Ooh.
So yeah, that was something I threw together. It's not fully finished yet. But today we were talking about doing some sort of gate shenanigans.
Yeah, gate deck. Yes, I'm assuming you had ideas because you faced some.
Yes, I've had ideas. So we have
search for gate. Click all.
We have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and some other gates that I've not actually got yet. I don't have all of the guild gates, which is quite strange.
What?
So there's
Rakdos guild gate.
I don't have Orzhov guild gates. I like this one. This one's nice.
Yeah.
This is where I just
that artwork.
casually craft a bunch of gates.
That was one menacing looking tent, I tell you what. I like that one, that Gruul Guild gate, the one with the door.
This one, yeah, I was going to say, as much as I like this little arch thing, like this single door that's just like nothing.
Yeah, single door that's the only thing left out of what used to be a wall.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, this one wins. I really like this guild gate.
Yeah.
Like, it's just spectacular.
That's like high fantasy art, like.
Yeah, I mean, this one's nice, but this just
Yeah.
So yes, we have things that we can do with gates. There's obviously Gates Ablaze, which is for 3 mana, you're doing at least 3 damage to everything, assuming you're playing in Gates deck, which obviously we will be. There are
not to sound like a broken record, but god damn it, look at the artwork.
Yes, that's going to come up
We're
quite a lot.
That a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. There's also a Gatebreaker Ram, which I really like.
Is that the one that makes a bog noise?
It is, yeah. It's great.
Gatebreaker Ram gets +1/+1 for each gate you control, as long as you control 2 or more gates. It has vigilance and trample. That is downright diabolical.
Yeah. So again, if you're playing a full gate deck, you're going to have 3 gates in play, possibly 4 by the time you play this guy. So he's going to be a 6/6 vigilance trampler.
That seems rough.
Yes, doesn't it? And then we've got things like Glaive of the Guild Pact, which we can shove on him even more for like menace as well.
Menace.
There's Gatekeeper Gargoyle.
Yeah, I have some copies of that, and I that's when I first kind of, back in Guilds of Ravnica, like, oh, maybe we could do a gate deck, and it wasn't quite ready.
Yeah, I don't think we had quite enough variety of gates at that point.
Yeah, it's a 3/3 flyer for 6. He's not cheap, but he is an artifact, so all artifacts are kind of pricey.
Yeah, but the whole like entering the battlefield with +1/+1 counter on it is just spectacular.
Yeah.
Because if you, again, like I keep going back to this, but if you have all gates in your deck and you cast this guy on turn 7, he's a 9/9 with flying.
Yeah. Which is just downright messed up.
Yeah.
Still.
And then you've got Gate Colossus, which is an 8/8 that you can get out earlier based on the number of gates you have.
Can you imagine? Let's see, if you're putting out a gate a turn, on turn 7, you put out 6 already, at least, probably.
Yeah.
A potential 6. You could get this thing out for 2 and still do other stuff.
Exactly.
It's really wild.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Oof.
Just need a way to give this guy trample and we're sorted. Although actually giving this guy trample is probably a better shout. And then you'd have Flample.
Flample! I think Flample is like the absolute worst, because they're usually going to be short on flying blockers.
Yeah.
But if they do block it, then you're still adding insult to injury with it having trample.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Archway Angel's not terrible either, like gaining life based on the gates that you have, but I mean, it costs 6. Like, it's not cheap.
Yeah. 2 life for each. I mean, it's a flyer. It is 6, but it's also gaining you potentially. I mean, if you cast it with gates, right?
Yeah.
It's 6 mana. That means you're getting 12 life back, right?
Yeah, that is very true.
That's just taking into account you're casting it as soon as you could. If you have spare gates and you're just using some of your mana to cast it, it gets even more messed up. So I kind of see that 6 is, it's a little high, but I think it's got balance there based upon when you play it in the game.
Yeah, that's
It's one of those cards that you can't just play any time. You have to wait for the moment to drop that thing in.
Yeah, the turn before a burn deck's about to kill you, and just like, I'll gain 15
it's like,
life.
I know something's coming. Boom, Archway Angel. So yeah. Okay, the eternal concept problem for eternal guild gate concept problem for me was the fact that guild gates come in tapped, right? Yes,
they do. That is the problem.
Do you have a solution for that, or are we just going to be 1 turn behind on the curve?
I think we're going to be 1 turn behind. I'm sort of wondering if what we're meant to do as a gate deck is run a sort of very control-y early game.
Right.
Because we're not going to be doing very much until like later into the game. Like, most of our stuff comes in around like 6, 7, 8 mana.
Okay. So
I'm wondering if we use things like Wilderness Reclamation to untap all of our lands at the end of turn, so that we're then open to like play counter spells.
Yeah, that's the card I was going to bring up, is you had an idea for a solution on that.
Yeah, I mean, Wilderness Reclamation is a partial solution. It doesn't really work that well, because it is the end of turn.
You at least get the mana to use during their turn.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just some kind of shortcut. So are you saying that, do you think the solution to buffer until the deck gets up to speed is fog, early game fog?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. I think that's a strategy worth trying, sure.
Like, if we can, like, close out the early game by playing, like, 2 or 3 fogs, and then we slam down, like, a massive Gatebreaker Ram or a massive Gatekeeper Gargoyle or something like that.
Right.
That's kind of where I'm thinking we go.
I think that's a good idea, sure.
I think it's definitely one that we try out. I mean, the worst that can happen is that it doesn't work, and we need to rethink the concept.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's either like delay or burn, would take a mix. You know, you take some lightning strikes or whatnot, 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage here in some of the red stuff. A couple of black. Murders are kind of expensive, especially since they take, I think, 2 black.
Yeah, they do.
Is it 2 black?
2 black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the card? Weighted down? Is that what it's called?
What's
it's
plank?
It's a low mana cost card. I think it's 1 mana.
Oh, Deadweight.
Deadweight, where it does -1/-1 to the bad guy.
Oh, that's
like,
fungal infection. Deadweight's -2/-2, and it's an enchantment.
Kate Jank, says Preacher. Hey, it's not jank yet.
Definitely
it's jank in potentia. You sit back down, sir. There's fungal infection. Yeah. Deadweight is -2/-2. Fungal infection is -1/-1.
Yeah, and fungal infection also creates a sapling.
Yeah, so we would have a blocker, but I mean Deadweight is, if I remember right, it's like 1 black mana. Right?
I think you might be right. Hang on.
So I mean it's super cheap, and it's technically 2 points.
You're
of
right,
damage.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean I had that card in my I think I might still have it in my Vraska's Wrath deck. Because it's a super early game. Oh yeah, kind of a thing,
Yeah.
And worst case, it's an enchantment that sits on something that's taller or bigger, and it dumbs it down some.
True.
Yeah, kill small creatures.
I think like Deadweight is probably the perfect answer to Danto Vanguard.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Just things that can be indestructible. Probably the best answer that we have to.
Yeah, I mean it's 1 mana. It's super early. We only need only one specific color of mana, just 1 black. Do it. I think it's a potentially good solution for stuff like that. Fungal infection is more expensive if I remember right because it gives you a sapling.
Yeah, it's 1 mana as well.
Yeah.
1 black.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That might be. It's only a -1.
It's only -1/-1. Yeah.
Yeah, but it does give you a sapling. I don't know.
It does.
I could see having some things like, not necessarily Deadweight, but some things like Deadweight. Super cheap time buyers, and I could see that being useful.
So I think we're definitely going to run Gates Ablaze, right? I don't think that there's
Worm
any...
versus Essence Scatter wins every time. What? I'm confused.
Go away, mountains. We don't want you. You're too common.
Disable auto. Yes. Don't you want 1 million mountains? Here, have a whole bunch of islands.
Have all the mountains.
Yes, you need forest now. Have some. Congratulations, you have a 462 card deck. Hi, Lariam.
Hi, Lariam.
Yep. So this is not the only deck idea we've got for today. We've got other stuff up our sleeve, but this is definitely the one I've been curious about the longest. Because this dates back to the beginning of Ravnica.
Early Ravnica, yeah.
Early Guilds of Ravnica. When you start seeing all this gate stuff, and you're like, wait a minute, and then you see Gate Gargoyle, or Guildgate Gargoyle, and it's like, Colossus. The Guildgate Colossus was from the first set too, isn't it?
No, it's from Allegiance. It was one of the first things that was revealed, though.
It's really confusing that people are abbreviating Ravnica Allegiance to RNA, because that's like a scientific-y thing.
Yeah, I know. Somebody made that joke when in another server when I was talking about it. I was like,
yeah, it's like it's not super confusing. It's just enough that my brain goes, "Wait, what?" And I have to like start it back up again. So absorb.
Do we want sinister sabotage? I think we want settle. We do want settle. At least a couple.
Settle the wreckage. Yeah. That's that ruin your day kind of a card. Mortify. It's one of the newer ones. Good card. Good card. Orzhov card. Bedevil.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that will give us both creature and enchantment removal. This does artifact, creature, and planeswalker, so it's kind of giving us that nice balance.
Yeah.
Card draw is probably the thing that we want.
How many guild gates are we going to have?
All of them.
But like, how many copies? Are like 4 of each?
I think we'll see kind of what we're doing here, because we'll take out some of this. I'm just kind of throwing in things.
It would cut down some numbers, subtraction stuff. I do think we need to stick with 4 wilderness reclamations, so we have a higher odds of getting
I do think that's probably key.
Because that's going to be really, really crucial to kind of not to uncrippling our tempo some.
Yeah, just a little bit, just enough.
Tempo. That's a $2 word.
Is it?
I don't know. My father had a doctorate in theology. He had 4 degrees in college. From college, somewhere. And he was a very smart man. And he always used to say, don't be using a $5 word where a $2 word will suffice. Or, don't use a $5 word if you don't know what it actually means.
Yes, that's, yeah. I can see that being quite key.
I find myself looking things up every day just to make sure I'm not sounding like a complete moron.
Yeah, I can see that. There's always, yeah.
Reliquary Tower. You have no maximum hand size? What? That's a thing?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I didn't think that had been brought back recently.
Yeah, it was in the core set.
Blue card draw decks where I used to have a lot of blue or blue something card draw decks where it was like drawing for me and probably milling the opponent, and I had no max hand size, so I would just like stacks and stacks of cards.
Just draw all the things.
Yeah, and then you have a card like, if you do like blue-green, you have a card that lets you put down as many land per turn as you want, and it just gets dumb. I really used to. I had an IRL, like paper Magic version of a deck like that I really loved.
Nice.
Way back in the day. Back in my day. Do what? Do we only have 2 Azorius Gates? No, we didn't have any Azorius Gates. We had to make them, I think.
Yeah, I had to make like all of the guild gates.
Yeah, we didn't get any guild gates from the new set.
Yeah.
Super weird. We got tons of other stuff, but we didn't get any of the guild gates.
Like, I had to like craft all these guild gates. These were all crafted.
That's not. No, we got the Shocklands.
Yeah,
that's what we had.
Yeah, all these fast lands.
Not the guild gates.
We didn't have any guild
we got a whole
gates.
Bunch of, yeah. New Blood Crypt.
I do not have all of the cards ever. Because I don't. In fairness, I wasn't missing many of the cards.
No, you weren't. He is trying to. Oh yeah, I'm going to go buy packs. He's going to try and make you do that. I'll show you. You're in your little dog Toto too.
Gate. Okay, so we are fairly heavy on black and white and green and red. We're fairly heavy on all of the colours.
I was about to say, didn't you just list all of them?
I missed blue, but...
Precognitive perception.
It's okay, I can use some of my 276 wild cards to craft these gates. We'll be fine.
Gates are commons?
Yeah.
Hooray! This is where all the commons go quick. Stuff like interesting lands and guild gates.
I wish they were uncommons, so I actually had some use for them.
Lockets. Are you going to add lockets? No?
I don't think so, but we'll see.
I mean, lockets are interesting, but any card that plays upon find a land mechanics or fetch a land mechanics or go search for a land and play an extra one, the lockets lose out on finding those.
Tonight we bring you Let's Craft All of the Guild Gates with Trunks and Vikram.
Yay!
Okay, that's all the Guild Gates. So
I like the
these
guild
are...
gates that have doors on them. Plaza of Harmony. Enters the battlefield. Control 2 more gates, you gain 3 life.
It doesn't come in tapped, which is interesting.
It's true. Add 1 mana of any type that a gate you control would produce. So, I mean, if you put that out and it's not tapped, even if your other... Like, if you put this out early game, and then let's say you put out a turn later a guild gate that produces... It's like an Azorius guild gate, blue and white.
Yeah.
As even though the Azorius guild gate comes in tapped, it could still technically produce that color of mana. You're capable of producing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So you could turn this for blue or white. It's actually not a bad notion.
It's a nice card. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the same card. Okay, so we kind of have to start cutting things. We've got 24 lands, so we're probably around about the land that we need. We can play with the exact colour composition of it later. Yeah. But we need to cut 19 cards.
I think there's a lot of stuff that we have 4 of, so we could trim down to 3s.
Yeah.
I think, wait a minute, remind me, can you go over Securitas Route real quick? Mouse over that real fast. Okay, I think we want 4 of those and 4 Wilderness Reclamation.
We also have Open the Gate, which puts it into our hand, which is not the best.
Is that a double up? Do we need it?
I mean, it is only 1 mana, so it would let us get a colour if we needed it.
Actually, that's a good point. It's 1 mana compared to 4 for the other card.
Plaza's not a gate. I was going to say we could potentially search for Plaza Harmony, but it's not actually a gate, so we can't.
And it's not a basic land.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm okay with cutting open the gates. I'm not sure it's really going to give us that much in the way of acceleration, because at least Circuitous Route gives us like ramp, because it's putting them directly onto the battlefields. Yeah,
and if it's a guild gate, they're going to be tapped anyway, so...
Yeah. So I think we maybe cut open.
Okay. Wow, that sounds dangerous. We're going to cut things open. I'm sorry. It's the medicine. I'm going to blame it on the medicine. Yeah, that's it.
So I think Gates and Blaze is a definite keep. Do we need 4
but do we need 4 of them? Yeah, I was thinking... We could cut down to 3 or maybe even 2 because we're not going to be able to cast that thing all the time.
I think we potentially go for like 2 Gates Ablaze and 2 Settles. It gives us 4 copies of a board clear effectively.
Yep.
We probably don't need 4 of each of these either. We could maybe drop those down to a 3 of.
Yep.
I mean, the Ram is basically our win condition. We need to keep 4 of, I think, both the Gargoyle and the Ram. Do we need 4 Colossi?
I would say the Gate Colossus, it's so expensive, but if we're doing it right, it's actually not expensive.
Yeah.
So that's a hard one to make a call on. I think you would be a better judge on if we need 4 of those, or can we drop it down to like 3 or 2? Nova? Nova. Means no go in Spanish.
Yeah, I think he's talking about Cleansing Nova.
Yeah.
Cleansing Nova's maybe not a bad shout, but what do we take out for it?
Settle the Wreckage? I mean, doesn't Cleansing Nova just kill stuff, whereas Settle the Wreckage, they have to be tapped?
They have to be attacking, yeah.
Attacking.
Yeah, we'd go for Nova. Sure.
Good suggestion, Creature Man. What does precognitive perception do? Remind me.
Draw 3 cards, and if you cast it in your main phase, then you scry 3 first, and then draw 3.
Oh yeah, that's a good card. That's a allegiance card. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Addendum.
I do like that.
Cool. Yeah, it's good artwork too. It's funny on that card. You can't tell if the guy in the middle is casting the spell or if he is a victim of the spell and he's trying to fight it somehow. Because he's like in the middle of it and he's trying to or is manipulating it. But did he cast it or is somebody
else cast it on him? Yeah.
Yeah, and he's trying to get out or what? It's like there's options there. It's not just one. It's a man with a sword. There's, it's got possibilities. It makes your imagination run.
Yeah.
I'll shut up now.
I do like that. It is nice artwork. You're right.
Yeah. Fergcraft says, "Judge, judge, judge." Hi, Ferg. I heard you got your fans in place.
Okay, so based on that, we have a lot of green.
We have no black.
No black, yeah. It's because all of our blacks are multicolored.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of green, a couple of blue, a couple of red, and a couple of white, which means we probably want to be looking at adding in Selesnya guild gates and probably Golgari guild gates.
Orky dorky. Golgari. It seems like my constant stick
1, 2, 3
is black. That's the anchor point of my existence in Magic.
16.
Because I like Dimir, which is blue-black. I love Golgari, which is green-black. And I love Rakdos, which is red-black. I have a problem, apparently. I'm a bit of a black addict.
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
So we only have 6 sources of blue, which means that Absorb is potentially not going to be castable on a regular basis for us.
Oh, that's not good. You could toss in an Is It or a Dimir guild game. Actually, not Dimir, but like an Is It.
No, I prefer that guild gate.
Yeah. Today's highlight
Gives
is I
us
finally got
7,
Total
yeah.
Warhammer 2. All hail the Rattling Horde. Oh, awesome.
Yay! Total Warhammer 2 is
myself.
awesome. I think we give this a shot and then we can tweak from there.
Sir, yes, sir. Or something. Gates ahoy.
So ahoy!
Let's hope it doesn't get renamed into Gates, oh dear.
Captain, there's a gate off the starboard bow.
What's the Captain Crunch cereal? Oops, all gates. Yeah, that's what it is. Oops, all berries cereal. That's not a bad hand. That's a weird hand, actually.
So if we can pick up another land, we can play Gatebreaker Ram.
Right.
And then we have Wilderness Reclamation. Yeah,
but I really would trade one of those for another gate or something.
Yeah.
You start up with Plaza of Harmony, though, so I mean that's good. You can put that down, or put down a Simic guild gate first, and then do the Plaza of Harmony falling around, and actually, have mana that's usable.
That is not another land.
It's the third Wilderness Wreck. Okay, game.
So yeah, we only have 4 of them in the deck.
Yes. 3 in hand.
This is the black-white starter deck.
So if we draw the 4th Wilderness Wreck, that means we get the full set and we win. That's how it works, right?
Yes.
If you do next turn Plasma of Harmony, you could actually do Gatebreaker then.
Yeah, I'd prefer to play Gates of Blaze, but...
Or that, yes. Wait a minute. No. We don't have a card to cast.
Yeah, we don't have reds. See, they errated Ashani Pridemaid's wording, so it's now whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on, instead of whenever you gain life, you may put.
Yeah. Which means you don't have to do the approval thing?
Yes.
Well, I guess I want this to become stronger. I don't know. Oh, dear God. Stop already. Yeah. Unfortunately, you're going to take 10 to the face, but...
Yeah, but we need to kill the Vanguard. Because it's the thing that keeps putting counters on the Pridemates. Okay, we just lose. Yeah, we just lose.
That's a really it's a well-ramped deck, apparently. It makes me wonder if that's a tweet.
It looks like the tweet starter deck. Now we have 1650. Are you happy? It's not exactly 1600 anymore.
1,000.
Sorry, 16,000.
Don't sell yourself short, man.
I missed a zero.
So our preacher says, okay, internet hiccup. What did we miss? It was amazing. We just won a match so fast. Man. I think the other person on the other end was like crying. It was so quick. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
We added some stuff and we took some stuff away.
I saw that part. Fine. Take my fun away.
Ooh, we have land. We
and 2 absorbs.
Don't quite have the mana to cast the absorbs, but hopefully, he says, as we draw like more lands. Oh look. Is this Grixis control?
Really?
I think so. It's either that or it's Rakdos aggro, but if it was Rakdos aggro we would have played something by now. Why can't I counter that? Oh, because I can't fucking play red. I see your Phoenix and I counter with a 5/5 sheep. Go on, attack. Let's race. Bah. No.
Yes. Bad Rakdos.
It's my sheep. Don't touch it.
Oh crap, I mentioned donuts. Check that off your bingo cards, folks.
Donuts have been mentioned.
Donuts have been mentioned. Check. Costly plunder? He just sacked it.
Yeah, it's because he'll get it back.
Okay, because he sacked it during your turn.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Okay. Huh. Maybe you're not a complete moron.
Oh no, another one? See, this is where Settle the Wreckage would have been really good.
I have to attack at the same time. We would also have to draw it. Ooh. Oh, okay. That's neat, man. That's gone forever.
In thy folly, I did not realize that I had a kill spell in my hand. If only I had Gates Ablaze. What the hell is that?
Makeshift musician?
That's interesting.
Rekindling Phoenix and poke you?
Basically, yeah.
thinking. Here we go. Gates ablaze and cleansing Nova.
Hey, look, a gate.
Woohoo! What are the odds?
Oh my god, he did the thing with the stuff.
He's gimmicking. Is this a gimmick deck that actually works?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's not working particularly well. Like, it's super vulnerable.
Destroy all creatures? No, you would have to like hit it and then destroy the thing, or are you gonna Gates Ablaze though?
Oh no, I was trying to. I didn't realise we didn't have that much mana.
Yep, we don't. Surprise.
Oops.
Oh well.
My bad.
Maybe we wait for him to attack us and then sack it. Then you Gates Ablaze the egg thing?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So now he's going to be drawing cards.
The nerve.
So we can't do both of those at the same time. Right, let's fix our mana first. We're not in terrible danger yet. He says as we die next turn. Sure, let's make a sheep.
Wow. That's one sheep.
He's about to kill it. Yeah. Saw that coming.
Then why did you put it out there?
Reasons?
Reasons?
Yeah, reasons, yeah.
He poked you for one.
He's gonna kill us, so it's fine.
Oh, he's gonna sack the egg and kill us. Okay. It's a gimmick deck that worked. That's kind of aggravating.
It's only a gimmick deck that worked because it was facing our gimmick deck.
That's what makes it aggravating. Our gimmick deck didn't work. This is a hard gimmick to pull off, man.
Yeah, it's certainly not easy. I'm actually wondering if we need to like weave in normal lands, but then that weakens the ram and the gargoyle.
Yeah, I guess it would, yeah. Or I mean, you put in some fast lands, but that means you're gonna have to sacrifice health. Okay, let's hope this person's incompetent. Wow, that's a weird slant.
I mean, we have mana to cast Mortify and the ram. We'll give it a shot. Oh, it's White Weenie, we're screwed. Well, we have lost this game, and I know this because I play this deck.
What, you know with 2 cards?
Yeah.
Dauntless Bodyguard. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a good thing. So we're going to get pecked to death, basically.
No, we're going to die by turn 4.
Ow.
Assuming he hits all of his land drops. Oh, this is a different deck. Ooh.
Yeah, Boros, something, something.
This is not the standard White Weenie deck that I'm used to seeing people play. Next turn we're going to make a really big sheep. Yeah, that's how we die on turn 4.
Wow. Concede. This is the problem I've been having, is it seems like there's just a lot more better engineered decks out there right now.
I think that might have been Merchant's actually Boros deck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh no, he did actually Golgari. I don't know if he's done it actually Boros yet.
Aragorn Bromson. I went to high school with that guy. That's a lie. I made that up.
We've got Gates Ablaze ×2 and the mana to cast it this time.
Yeah.
We're a couple of mana off Cleansing Nova, but assuming we can pick up another land, we can circuit its route into that mana. So I'm okay keeping this.
Okay.
I think.
We might need to sit down and retinker after this if it still doesn't work.
Aragorn Bromson. Okay.
Aragorn Bromson. Yeah, he sounds like some kid from Brooklyn or something whose parents were Lord of the Rings freaks. I don't know.
Oh my god, are we playing a fellow gate deck?
Oh. Is it more gate jank?
Yes, it's a gate deck!
Oh my god.
Gate versus gate!
Hot gate on gate action, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
2 gates enter, 1 gate leaves. I don't know how a gate enters, but what does a gate enter through? Does a gate enter through a gate? Do we have gateception going on here?
Yes, gateception.
Go for ashes.
Get one date and turn it sideways and squeeze it through another one. From the ashes, up from the ashes, grow the roses of success. That's from Mary Poppins.
Is it?
Yes. Good movie.
Not a circuitous route.
We're about to do the same dumb thing.
Yeah, we are.
They did From the Ashes, grow from the ashes, but still.
Yeah, so they got a forest, so they're like a land ahead of us. They're running basic lands? Get out of here.
Yo.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I think the single problem, get out all of you. Who needs fences when you have gates? Yeah, you just make a whole wall of gates. I think the core problem with the gates concept is the crux of it is the fact that it comes into battlefield tap.
Yes.
That one problem hinders everything because it throws off your pacing and you're like, oh, in order to make up for pacing, we're going to put fog in the deck. And we're going to have to trim down some numbers on some other useful stuff because we have to put...
5,
it's
6,
just
7.
It's,
okay,
it's
so
like
we can kill
effect.
his Gate Colossus next turn.
With the sheep or cleansing Nova?
With Gates Ablaze, actually.
Gates Ablaze.
So we still have mana.
Gates Ablaze!
Boom! Ha 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 ha. Another Gate Colossus. I'm gonna have to kill that one too. Hola, senor.
We're making in on them. I mean, we're keeping up pace. So, and we're gonna destroy theirs. Okay.
I have all of this mana and I don't have anything to do with it.
We need more card draw.
We have a precognitive position.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Manual tapping. Very careful manual tapping.
5 colors for a chamber warden? Chamber sentry. That's the one.
A warden sentry. A sentry warden. Never mind. Gates Ablaze or a really big ass ram.
I vote we go with the sheep.
Ram you. Please block it. Seal away. Oh god.
Seal away?
Come seal away. Come seal away. Come seal away with me. Oh yeah, well, cleansing Nova. Screw you. I see your seal away and raise you a middle finger. Okay.
See, the interesting thing is, if we gates ablaze, the gatebreaker ram will still survive.
Yeah.
Because it starts off as a 2/2 and it gets +1/+1 for each gate.
And we haven't put any new gates down since we summoned it?
It doesn't matter. It's always going to have those extra 2 points over the number of gates we have.
It's 1+. It always gets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's always one above the curve.
Yes.
So you could do gates ablaze and then just hit him in the face with a really big sheep.
Basically, yeah.
I want face hitting.
But he's going to
Face
replay
hitting
this
now,
chamber
please.
sentry, which in theory... Oh, okay, he can't kill the... Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, in theory, he can use this to kill off the sheep by doing damage to it, by removing counters. But he has to pay for that, and he doesn't have the mana right now.
We're going to get more gates so we can make it stronger. It's 15-15.
I should have done that the other way around.
Boom.
Because if we'd killed it off first, we could have put our Gate Colossuses on top of the deck.
That's Colossi. Thank you very much.
Yes, sorry, Gate Colossus as I.
Gate Colossuses?
Gate Colossi Easies.
Gate Colossi? What? Kanye, is that you?
Okay, so even if he casts this as a 5/5, he still takes like 8 damage to the face. 10 damage to the face.
Yes. Yes, 15 minus 5 is 8. Thank you, Chunks.
Okay, he 100% has a seal away here. Okay, he does not have a seal away.
I feel away there.
Like, I wondered why he wouldn't cast the creature.
Yeah.
Apparently it's because he didn't have... I don't know. Okay, so the
Yeah,
deck works. We've
Scottish.
proven the gate works. The gates deck works. We can move on now, right?
Wow. That was quick. We succeed! Yes, we can move on if you want to go to a different deck idea. This one's hard.
Yeah,
It's
I
take some
think
thinking.
I
We're
think
probably
we
going
will.
to have to revisit it.
Yeah, this will be a thing that we probably tweak in between, and we come back every so often. We're just like, hey, look at what we can do now.
I could see making a gate light deck, a guild gate light deck, like having some guild gates, maybe having 1 or 2 of each, and not going as heavy on, and using a lot of the guild pack stuff and guild gate stuff is kind of thematic, but not relying as heavily on how many gates can I get onto the battlefield.
Yeah.
I could see that as being a thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I could potentially see that as being a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, our other option is to look at is it Guild Summit?
Preacher pointed out the deck I was looking at. You have a deck named What Have I Become?
Yeah.
He says, what the heck is that?
So there's a Guild Summit. We could combo this with Psychic Corrosion and use basically build a gate mill deck.
Yeah. Something like that, where you're not relying specifically on the gates as mana. It's more of an extra
Yeah.
mechanism.
So yeah, that's
they're like
potentially
extra.
something we could look at.
We can do that later, though.
What Have I Become is the new mono red deck, and it's absolutely oppressively, shockingly bad.
Like, as in, it's effective and it works?
Yeah, it's still
And that
really
makes you
strong.
angry, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I've not even done it properly, and it's still like, yeah, there we go. Now it's properly done. So, like, if you play ranked, there's a 98% chance that you'll probably face mono red, and the remaining 2% is you'll probably face the new Turbo Fog. Oh yeah, I amended the Elf Ball, so it now has the Growth Chamber Guardians and the Incubation Druids in it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You're a horrible person. You know this, right?
Yeah, I know. So I really want to make a deck around
What card?
this card.
Biogenic Ooze. When Biogenic Ooze enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green ooze creature token. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each ooze you control. Are we going to do a Helm of the Host something biogenic ooze deck?
Yes.
Okay. Is it going to involve Mirror March?
I'm seriously considering it.
Oh, Lyrium says, hate that card. Hate it! In all caps. Guess what we're making? Yup. Welcome to the evil. Oh, you've been thinking about this.
I have, yeah.
This is bad. March of the Ooze. A broken Lyrium deck. Takes notes. Yes, March of the Ooze, exactly.
I want this.
This is one of these decks that will completely break an opponent if it actually works.
Chart course. I can't remember the name of the other card. Chemister's Insight, that's the one. No, I don't want to do that. I want to put biogenic upgrade in here for the lulz. Lands, so we want 4 breeding pools. We want 4 hinterland harbors. We want island mountains. Island mountains is it? Surfer Falls, that's the one.
I didn't think it was.
Is it?
It is,
Yeah.
Is it? It is. Is it?
Mountain Forests, Rootbound Crag, and Stomping Grounds.
That's one of my favorite movies. One of those schlock sci-fi movies from like the 60s or whatever, The Blob. It was a great movie. I still love that one.
There we go.
March of the Ooze.
Perfect name for this, The Blob?
Yeah, March of the Ooze.
I like March of the Blob, March of the Ooze.
Yeah, technically Ooze doesn't march, but whatever.
That's why it's so good. Yes, in case anyone is not familiar, I have been thinking about this deck ever since I saw the card Biogenetic Ooze.
Yeah. Yeah, the Steve McQueen one. Really good. Ooze of the Ooze. Yes.
Okay, we don't have the card that we need, but we do have card draw. We have a Helm of the Host and a Mirror March, so I'm keeping this.
Oh, I hope this works. Secret of the Ooze. Isn't that a TMNT movie? Ninja Turtles or something?
I was tempted just to call it Flubber, but...
Yeah, it was a good movie also. Birdcraft. Bob from Monsters vs. Aliens. He was awesome. Hey, guys.
I don't think I've ever seen Monsters vs. Aliens.
Oh, it's an animated movie. It was done by, I think, DreamWorks, SKG, or something like that. It's really, really good. About this poor lady that gets basically struck by a canister that falls from outer space from aliens that are coming down to her. I think it was a military thing. I can't remember. Or aliens, but she gets struck by this canister that makes her grow. She passes out and just grows to monstrous proportions. She's like 40 stories tall, 40 building stories tall or something like that. And the military captures her and locks her up as kind of a dangerous freak. But then they put her to use with the other monsters and to fend off a sudden robot alien invasion thing. This giant machine drops off in the countryside. He starts heading for a major town center, and they're like, they need the monsters' help to defeat the aliens.
Which are use.
And it's a really good one. One of the characters...
Look, it's another... Oh no, it's not a gate deck, damn it. This is Turbo Fog, we're screwed.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, let's stick with it. They've literally put down 2 land cards, and you're calling it quits.
We're going to keep playing it. I'm not hopeful about our chances here.
The pretty Land of War elves. That was voiced by Seth Rogen, yeah. There's a point where they have successfully fended off the alien invasion.
Land Wilderness Reclamation. Oh no, Chemist's Insight.
And there's a party that is being held in their honor for the town they helped save. And Bob makes a pass at a plate of Jell-O. Because he's a blob, you know. Hey, I haven't seen you around these parts. They're really funny. Yeah. I'm normally not a Seth Rogen kind of a guy, but I really liked him in that movie.
Yeah, I'm normally not a Seth Rogen type of guy either. Search for his Kanta. Okay.
I like the animation on that one.
It is quite nice, yeah.
The paddle field.
Middlemarch. Let me have this. Please let me have this. Please. Please. Pretty please.
That's going to get countered.
Nah.
Big stick in the eye.
Nah.
Oh, wow.
Take one. He's holding a root
You
snare.
have been won. We're sending a message, folks.
Our Llanowar elf is proclaiming our dominance.
He's kind of one of those hit or miss actors. Says for Adam Sandler was the same way for me when he was in movies.
He still is.
He's not anymore. Is he? I didn't think he was.
No, I mean he still is hit or miss.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like there's some movies that I didn't think I would like Little Nicky. There's parts of it that's kind of stupid, but for the broad sense of most of that movie, I got a lot of chuckles. Oh, this is gonna be. Ding, ding, ding. Are we getting more?
Yeah.
We got an extra Llanowar elf. Oh my god.
Take one. Go on, take it. Yes! Our Llanowar elf token is going to kill you.
This is nuts. Yeah, Little Nicky is a good one. There was, oh god, not bad. Bad something. Daddy, I can't remember, where he was raising a kid. The poster for the movie was him and this little 6 or 8 year old peeing against the door of a church or something like that.
Teferi.
Happy Gilmore was
Okay,
not
yeah.
one.
This is Turbo Fog.
Yeah, Big Daddy I didn't really like. Happy Gilmore had moments. When he punched Bob Barker, I kind of cheered. I thought that was good. Remote. Remote was a really good one. Remote, I think it was Remote Control or whatever it was. That one was a really good movie.
Is that the one where he has the universal remote and he just skips half his life? Yeah, I remember that.
Right, he accidentally, it's a learning, super intelligent cosmic remote, and it starts learning when he starts fast forwarding to the boring parts, and it starts determining what boring parts are for him, and he suddenly misses an entire kid's childhood. And, yeah. That's Click. That's what it is. Click. Yeah, that's a really good movie.
This is getting absorbed.
Absorbed?
Oh my god, that did not get absorbed.
Maybe they just don't have maybe they have a whole bunch of land in their hand or something like that. Or they have a whole bunch of one color and they don't have the right.
We're getting more oozes.
Oh my god, this is just gonna turn into a mess. Okay.
All the ooze.
Chemist's Insight? Or no? Helm of the Host. Oh my god. Surely they're going to counter something. Maybe they're just going to want it. They want to see the deck work now.
I think they're holding a pause for reflection or a root snare. You know, a fog type effect.
Yeah.
I'm specifically not attacking with the biogenic ooze so that it triggers on the end step, just in case he does settle the wreckage or something silly.
Yeah, Click was a really good movie.
So the interesting thing about Mirror March is it will exile this ooze token, but because these were created through its enter the battlefield effect, these get to stay.
Why did it exile it?
Because Mirror March exiles at the end of my end step.
Oh, okay. But I mean, next turn we can stick the Helm of the Host on the biogenic ooze, right?
Yes, we can.
Which means it just gets worse every turn.
Yeah, but he's turns away from his lock. I don't think we're getting any more damage through. Because now he's gonna Chemist's Insight probably. Or Or Nexus of Fate. Yeah, that also works.
What does that do?
It takes another turn after this turn.
Oh god. Well, I mean, he's not doing much with them, except getting more land, I think.
And he plays Teferi.
Oh god.
Takes it up. How many cards is he? He's only got 4.
Is this the deck that just keeps taking turns over and over and over?
Yeah. So he's probably going to Nexus of Fate when his land untaps here. If he has lock. If he does, we're just conceding because I'm not sitting around here for 20 minutes while he exiles everything. Nexus of Fate. Okay, so that's 2. 2 out of 39 cards. We still have a reasonable chance that he can't find another one. But the chances of him not finding another Nexus of Fate and not having a fog effect are fairly small.
So, this is where I would do. Since we're stuck here for a little bit, this is where I'd like to divert the conversation slightly to another game called Keyforge. I've been seeing a lot of buzz about it. There's been a lot of YouTube channels that have been that normally do Magic the Gathering stuff that have been sent sets, like box sets of Keyforge decks and stuff like this. Do you have thoughts on Keyforge? I really, really like the idea of Keyforge, but I think it was implemented in the wrong medium. You think it should be a video game? I 100% think it would be a billion times better as a digital game. I think that it's only like a year. I think we're a year away from, like, maybe a year away tops, year and a half from that being a game. I do. Yeah. I think so. I mean, so for people that don't know, acknowledge that that's a thing. For people that don't know, Keyforge is a game that was invented by Richard Garfield, who also created Magic, he created Artifact, a couple other card games as well. Yes. The whole idea of it is that every deck that you get is 100% unique, and that cards that are printed in it will not be printed in any other decks. So, okay, on that front, to the degree where, you know how all card backs are the same on Magic the Gathering cards, when you get a deck in Keyforge, it will be named, you know, like Silas the Unbreaking, and it's like a procedurally generated name and a procedurally generated deck. Yeah. The actual cards, all the card bases have the deck name at the very bottom of it, and the artwork is the same on the back of the cards. The artwork is the same on the back of the cards, but it's totally different for your deck than it is for somebody else. Yeah. So every deck really is unique. Yeah. So the idea is you're playing somebody, I can't remember what they're actually called. I think they're Archons or something like that. Yeah. And you're trying to make these keys to get into a forge. The whole point of the game is you forge keys. That's why it's called Keyforge. And your Archon, for want of a better... Oh my god, we're getting a turn. Your Archon, for want of a better term, has a support of 3 of 6 houses. And every deck will have a different combination of those houses. It'll be a different named Archon. Let's see if we can play this. Will you let me play this? He's probably like, yeah, you can play anything you want, because I'm about to kill you. Yeah, so like your Archon is totally unique. It has support from different houses. All of the cards in that deck are from one of these 3 houses. It's a really neat concept, but as a paper game, I'm not sure it really works. Yeah, I think it would be better as a video game. And apparently the company behind it has already acknowledged that that's probably a valid idea. Yeah. So, oh, the ooze that drips on screen. That's dope. So, Keyforge, you cannot have 2 decks be alike. It's mathematically impossible, apparently. Or, no. It's mathematically very, improbable, very, yeah. Yes, very highly improbable. Oh, so, I forgot to equip the helm, damn it. Yeah, I was going to say something. But anyway, the way that it works, you can't have 2 decks that are the same. You can't really copy builds. And that's something that I'm starting to see as an appeal for that game in comparison to MTG Arena. I really do love MTG Arena, but the one thing that it's the one great feature is that you can get somebody else's deck and export their list and import it into your thing, and you can use their deck, but that's also one of the worst things that frustrates me right now.
Yes, because it's so easy to copy a tier 1 deck. And
yeah, people go look at the deck composition list for the current Ravnica Allegiance, whatever top tier, these are what the Pro Tour guys are using. They just copy that deck list, they pull it into MTG Arena, use some wild cards to fill in the gaps, and suddenly, they have an amazing deck. It's just, there's points where it's an amazing feature, and there's points where it's really disheartening.
So as soon as he flipped the cat, I didn't realize he'd flipped his Canta while I wasn't paying any attention. But yeah, basically, as soon as he flips that, and he has 2 Wilderness Reclamations in play, he's got 3 chances and 15 cards to hit a Nexus of Fate. So his lock is 100% established, and there's literally no point in playing that game anymore.
Yeah.
This is okay. Why not?
See, I mean, you do have a mana elf there to get a little bit more life onto the mana onto the field.
Well, look, don't really have anything to play this turn, so take 1 to the face from my Llanowar elf.
Ooh. I hope this isn't just green ramp or something. Uh-oh. It's a Gruul deck.
No, it might be actually.
I don't know.
I mean, there's literally no point in attacking right now, so I considered it. Probably going to play Sapling Growth Migration Thingamajig. I don't know why Elfhame Druid would be in here.
I don't know. Cindervines.
Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah, I'm at this point with MTGA where it's kind of a balance of, do I want to try to make something out of what I've got and try and be interesting and innovative, or do I want to just go out and copy what somebody else has made?
Yeah.
And it's not that copying is bad. I'm not saying that. It's just points where I want to exercise my creativity, and my creativity cannot deal with. It's not on level pro league level.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's so many pro league decks in like the Bronze 4 and Bronze 3. It's just depressing at some point.
Well, I don't like this card.
Sunder Shaman can't be blocked by more than one creature. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls. That's rough.
Yeah, I really don't like this card. I mean, we can Mirror March, but he's just going to destroy it. Do we ooze instead? I think we ooze instead.
If you're pretty sure he's going to use it. I mean, if he doesn't, it's just
it's not optional, so he has to destroy something.
Combat damage, yeah.
Yeah. No, we can do a turn because we can block with. No, we can't block with the Llanowar Elf because the Llanowar Elf just got tapped.
Oopsie. So he's either going to kill Mirror March or Helm.
Or Helm of the Host, yeah. He's going to kill them both. Cindervines kills artifacts and enchantments. This deck is basically anti-us.
Wow. 2 Cindervines sitting out and the Sunder Shaman. Ooh. Charging War 4?
Okay, so he killed that. That was probably the better idea. I mean, we're pretty dead. Feel the fury of the Llanowar elf.
Is he on a block with a 0-2?
Yeah, I know.
Or just let it through.
I did wonder if we'd seen Halar. I kind of want to kill this Under Shaman. Oh, I can't be blocked by more than one creature. No.
I mean, you could stop the damage and keep him from killing Helm of the Host.
Yeah, I maybe should have just blocked the. Yeah. I love that effect.
Really weird.
I'm pretty much at this point just going to sacrifice the Llanowar elf to the Sunder Shaman.
I was about to say you can Helm of the Host and say the Llanowar elf, just lots of mana, just to be stupid. That's like.
I've actually done that.
Yeah. Can you do that in a red-green deck and generate a really big-ass fireball?
Yeah. Nice. What? What? Wait, what? More druids!
Woo! You have mana for Chart the Course.
Yeah. You realise this ability still triggers, right? We're dead. He has 3 creatures, we have 2 creatures.
Yeah, that was a rough deck. Please, somebody that's not using Pro League deck.
Please, somebody that's not using a deck that is basically built to counter us.
We need somebody else that's testing a gate deck. Bring that guy back.
So we have, what, 4 mana, we have Chemisters in, so yeah, let's keep this.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do we give the plan away?
They gotta figure out pretty quick.
Ooze. As he mouses over this and sees the word ooze, and he's like, what?
Excuse me?
Look, it's an elf druid ooze. I like biogenic upgrade. We haven't seen that yet. Well,
hey, look, we got biogenic upgrade.
This guy doesn't seem to be doing anything, so I'm going to play it a little bit slowly.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Wow, this guy's so mana screwed.
It must be. More Chemister's Insights?
Potentially, yeah. No, come back!
Yep, they were mana screwed.
Come back!
They were mana starved.
But
let us test our deck on you.
we weren't
Please
finished testing.
You can mute your opponent by muting them.
Sure. I still love the sounds of Breeding Pool.
I never get your audio, so I don't know what it sounds like.
Do you not get audio? Like when I shared the game, I had a button for sound and I ticked it, so I assumed you were getting the audio from the game.
No, I have like weeks, months.
Well,
I haven't gotten audio.
Discord, your client doesn't work properly.
Yeah, well, I mean, half the time the picture is so bad I can't even make out what card descriptions are, so I have to rely on the slight delay in the stream. I've not been really impressed with Discord lately. They got problems. So they have black-white so far. Another swamp.
Yeah.
Svamp.
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 Why? Why would you do that?
Plague Crafter.
Just to really confuse him.
What? Everything's an ooze dragon?
Yes! Everything is an ooze dragon.
All I can picture is an ooze dragon flying over the countryside and everything just getting dripped on.
I think I want precognitive perception in this deck instead of Chemister's Insight. Because we seem to be casting Chemister's Insight in our main phase quite a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a zombie deck.
Zombies?
I mean, we're dead next turn
knows?
unless we draw something.
Well, we got a Sulphur Falls.
What should we make everything now? Angels?
Angel, yes, Angel. We're gonna be stupid. Let's go out in style.
So everything that we control is an ooze angel dragon.
Angel dragon. Yes.
If we got the fourth one, I was totally making them zombies as well.
Zombie ooze angel dragons. I'm totally writing that story now. I'm gonna put it up on Amazon. There's a short story.
That was ridiculous. Ooh, our good friend Incubation Druid.
Hello. A lot of mana.
The only thing is that it's all going to be tapped. But we're going to do it anyway. Because, you know, why not?
Yeah. Zombie ooze angel dragons. I hear they quit touring a few years ago. Yeah, their drummer caught fire. They had to. I tell you what, though, their stage show and their pyrotechnics were amazing. Man, we need to make that a shirt now. Make it look like a heavy metal band tour shirt. Zombie metal, zombie use angel dragons.
That can be arranged.
Oh god!
I do have a merch store.
2019 tour.
And my button is working.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Touch it.
Don't stop.
Touch it.
Stop looking at my Incubation Druid. It's a sweet, sweet little elf. This is Chaos and Mayhem.
Yep, Chaos and Mayhem probably tweaked slightly. The drummer wouldn't have caught fire if he covered himself with Vaseline. You know, they all have to lube up and be extra shiny on stage to go with that ooze kind of, mythos that the band has. If they don't look like they're running and dripping on stage, then people wonder. Their guitarist has been shocked 3 times by his electric guitar, but he seems to come out pretty well afterwards.
Is this the exact same deck we've just played against?
It's a different person.
You're gonna sack the Doom Dissenter, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, because they ran out of corn.
Right? Come on, dude.
Man,
sacrifice the Doom Dissenter. Okay, he's not.
If I could art, this would be like a webcomic easily.
Oh, like a Helm of the Host.
Zombie is Angel Dragon. Oh.
I'd really like some form of mana that did not come into play tapped.
Do we have some?
No. Well, we do, but we don't have the right cards to make it not come into play tapped. Well, that's getting sacrificed to a Brawlbash Ogre. Why would you not? Are you going to eat it with a Ravenous Harpy?
This person seems kind of crazy.
This person does obviously not know how to play his deck. Okay, so
this is where we bust out our Chaos and Mayhem upgrade, and then we challenge them directly.
we've lost next turn anyway. Okay, I think I want to tweak the deck a tiny bit.
Okay.
As much as the fast lands are great, like these ones that don't come in, that enter the battlefield tapped unless we control a mountain or a forest or something like that, they're kind of holding us back a little bit. So I'll drop down to 3 of those and put 1 basic land of each in, just, in case. And then I kind of want to run Precognitive Position. Precognitive Perception, sorry. It's 1 more card. It's a little bit more pricey, it's 2 mana more, but it draws us an extra card, and if we cast it in our main phase, which is what we seem to be doing, we get to scry in first and then draw, so it kind of fixes our draws as well. I'm tempted to drop Charter Course as well and put in like Discovery.
And Discovery?
No, Discovery Dispersal.
Oh.
It's only 1 card versus 2 cards, but we get to surveil first, and we don't have to discard unless we've attacked, which if we're playing Charter Course on curve, we're probably not going to have. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Or actually, hang on, scrolling through pages of cards. Bear with me.
Should I be worried about that actually in the way that you said it?
Actually, yeah, you probably should. Actually, if I can ever find the blue-green, we have not Incubation, Repudiate and Replicate. It's not card draw, but, or we could put in Frilled Mystics, or we could put in Gyre Engineers, or we could put in Simic Ascendancy. Ooh. See, that's 2 blue. I mean, we have a lot there. We have a lot of blue mana sources. Let's try Quasi Duplicate, because then we've got like Mirror March, Quasi Duplicate, and Helm of the Host. We literally are marching oozes. Frilled Mystic is a horrible card. Add it. I don't like Frilled Mystic. Only because it's not coiled. It's what was the snake version of it called?
Precognitive perception.
So if we play that first, then we have both of these next turn. Yeah. Well, look, it's Dimir. If we do not get Thought Erasure this turn, I will die of shock. Okay, I'm now dead.
Oops. They did something. What the heck?
Dominance asserted.
For 0. Ah. Screw you too, buddy. Wow. Not even a hitch. They don't have any counter spells at all in there.
No, I think this is a quasi-duplicate deck.
Oh?
I don't know, I just have this weird feeling. Eldest Reborn, eh? We still have 5 mana, we'll be fine. Biogenic Ooze!
Dun dun dun.
Mirror March, you disappoint me.
What?
It didn't carry any copies. Oh no, we discarded a card. Oh, it creates a green ooze creature token. It doesn't create a biogenic ooze. That's unfortunate. Screw you, buddy. Why you gotta be like this? All the mana! He's gonna steal our ooze.
Probably. Exactly, preacher. Damn thief. Is he gonna dead weight it? No, he's gonna take it. Okay.
I think he wants it in the graveyard so he can like bring it back or something. I don't really know.
Yeah, so he can re-enter it into the battlefield and kill something else.
Potentially, yeah. God, can we please stop drawing land now, game? Please? Please? Let's just make an army of oozes. Are you gonna kill it? Oh, fuck you. I'm out. I'm out. You're
What's
mean.
the point of that deck?
I don't know. Probably just piss us off enough that we quit. Exactly. Play your own damn creatures. Okay. I'm gonna. We'll give it another go. It hasn't worked yet. Although it has been hilarious. Breeding pool into Hinterland Harbour. We don't really have anything to play until turn 3. Yeah, screw it, we'll do it anyway.
You madman.
I know, right? Oh. Oh, look, another Hinterland Hammer.
Again.
Yeah.
PTSD.
Why are you looking? It's a land.
Maybe they've just never seen one before.
I don't believe that. Arcane adaptation. Dude, just hit the button. You can read the card afterwards. You're going to look at it again anyway.
Looking at it again. What is that? What does that say again?
It's like, yeah, I realise I've just spent like 20 minutes looking at this, but what did that card say? Okay, so we need one more mana. We can biogenic ooze. Do I care about the Lano Elf? I'm not sure we do. Oh look, quasi duplicate. Ouch. Okay, so we don't really have any other choice but to play a creature this turn. He has murder mana open, so I'm assuming we're going to get murdered here. To just let the card
wait for it to hit the board.
Let the card resolve and then read it. Murder. Oh no, no murder. He's playing in full control. Or he has a murder and he's just not using it yet.
I mean, there are other instances they could have.
True. Oh, it was Vraska's Contempt. Yay. Kind of half the quasi duplicate here. Well, that's game.
I use Eldest Reborn in a lot of black decks.
Yeah. It's a good card. It's a really strong card. Yeah. So, potentially we cut Mirror March here.
Okay.
And we just do blue green. add some minty, not mountains first even. I clicked that game, why didn't you add it? Six lands, maybe a little bit too much. We are more heavily on the green. So this means we can add things like Frilled Mystics now. Here, Frilled Mystic, Frilled Mystic, Frilled Mystic.
Frilled Mystic.
Forget that blue-green's right at the very end. Of course it is. There we go. Let's try that. March the U's. I like Mirror March, but I don't know.
It's so gimmicky that it might be too gimmicky.
Yeah.
It might be too. It might just not be as useful as initially perceived.
I'm not sure that useful is the right word for it. I think fun is maybe the better word.
Well, I mean, I think it's got definite potential. It's just an issue of, I mean, like it
surviving long enough to get to that point.
Maybe it just doesn't work in the meta for as many decks as we thought it would.
Yeah, potentially.
Like, it doesn't fit quite as well because it forces you to put in or splash for extra color in some cases. And, yeah, I don't know.
So this is either mono blue tempo or is it Drake's?
One card, man.
I know. It could be a Simic deck as well, and I suppose, you know.
Oh, is it?
Lightning Strike?
It is and is it Drake deck?
Yep.
Probably. I think it's sad that you can call it that easily.
I've played a lot of hours of this game.
Yeah, but I mean, still, you know.
Enigma Drake or Lightning Strike.
Hundreds of thousands of people playing the game at any given point in time.
Fight
all
with
over the
fire.
world. There should be more better ideas than this, more diversity than this.
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah, it's ridiculous. No. Yes, I would like to counter target spell. Thank you very much. Good game. Was that literally your only play?
Did they just GG us?
Yeah, they did.
That's weird. That's super weird. Have 3.
I am going to beat you to death with my lizard snake wizard.
The lizard wizard. Oh, shock it. Okay.
Oh, this is... Is this Phoenix's?
Biogenic upgrade.
Army of Elves. Army of Elves. Army of Elves. Just let it resolve. You have one blue mana open. The only thing that can be in that deck is an Opt. Watch as he plays Opt. Oh man, you're not even playing the Opt. Or Dive Down, actually. It could have been a Dive Down. Okay.
Wouldn't you return the token? Because then it would disappear?
Yeah, but I would have got another one. Now I have to spend mana to put the elf back and re-equip it.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, you're a 5/5 Lana War. That's messed up.
Oh no, a Drake!
Those elves got big fast. Exactly.
Look at all the mana we have. All the manas! Siege Gang Commander? Is this just a random Izzet deck? This feels like a random Izzet deck. Did I precognitive perception or did I biogenic upgrade here?
Precognitive perception gets you a card advantage, more of a card advantage.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's probably a RAL in there somewhere.
Don't need that. Probably, I probably don't actually need any of those cards. Thanks, game. Biogenic Ooze, on the other hand, I will take.
Hey, look! Biogenic Ooze.
Ooze.
The host. Just getting more elves to throw away as blockers.
Well, no, they're oozes now. They're elf druid oozes.
Druid oozes.
Yeah.
Yes. Gross.
He has a counterspell in his hands. Oh, it's a Banefire. Why would you do that? I can equip the Helm of the Host to any of the elves and get more elves.
It's a 5/5. I think that's why they decided to make that decision. It's okay. We're going to have an ooze next turn, so there's that.
Hi.
That's not.
My name's Bai.
That's not having a flyer. It's kind of.
Yeah, it's a little bit problematic. Hi.
Excuse me, it's zombie ooze angel dragons. Get it straight. The band doesn't like having their.
I mean, technically,
up.
if we named the band after the order we played them in, it would be Ooze, Dragon, Angel, Zombie.
But Ooze, Dragon, Angel, Odaz for short. I think that zombie ooze angel dragon rolls off the tongue better. That's me. Plus, that's a Zode. Z-O-A-D for sure.
Man, we were this close. This close. You can't see me, but I'm holding up my fingers really close together.
We're this close to not being very close to winning, yes.
Yeah, exactly. You understand me perfectly.
Uh-huh, I do.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. What do you want to do?
What was our other deck idea?
March of Mirror March. Birds question mark?
Yeah, birds question mark. Exclamation mark.
A Mirror March Polyraptor, Forerunner of the Empire.
Oh yeah.
And scintillating raptors or whatever it is.
Okay.
I think we make this deck as small as possible. Like as few gimmicks as possible. Let's just get straight to the poop. You know? Ripjaw Raptor.
Was it Ripjaw Raptors?
Oh god, when it's dealt damage, draw a card. That's a good one. There was one that was like scintillating something.
Oh,
is that a white card? It's probably a white card.
This guy.
Silver Clapperosidons. Oh yeah, no, that was it. Yes, that's it. Every time it's dealt damage, they have to sacrifice a permanent. Yes, because we were talking about using it as a board clear.
Okay, we have 2 card slots left. Yeah, it's to stop our Forerunner from killing itself.
Yes, our four boner. Uh, uh, I can't think straight right now. I'm sorry. This is only two color. I thought it would work pretty well as a possible idea. We are kind of heavy on the red right now. Maybe something greeny, but I don't know what. What's that one that prevents all but one damage to dinos?
Temple Altasaur.
Yeah. Weird. You had a thing pop up.
I had a thing pop up?
On stream? What?
Did I?
I have a... Yeah, I have a thing that's up on stream that looks like a little emoji with cross-eyes on glasses. And it's got a back button on it. Something... You see what I'm seeing, Preacher? On stream? It's not on the Discord share.
500 something... What?
Yeah. Blows up with our code or something. It looks like some alert tried to pop up and it errored out. I see it and it's not clickable. Yeah, I think it's on Trunks.
A 500 error occurs when something blows up with our code.
Yeah, so I think an alert or something popped up. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was a 500 error, HTML, whatever. One of them web thingers, you know.
That's going to be annoying.
That's probably your alerts overlay.
There we go.
Oh, hey.
I think it's when because I was using the live view, I think it's something's not showing up right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, it works now. Sorry about that.
I think it would be funny if we actually had the zombie ooze angel dragons, and the whole lore with their fan base was that they were split on what order the names were supposed to be pronounced in. Like there was a fan war going on with people that liked the actual band because they didn't know if they were like zombie ooze angel dragons or ooze dragon angel zombies, you know, or whatever. I think that'd be fun. It's like a whole meta there. You could do a mythos behind an imaginary band.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for that night guy. Preach, what's that night guy called? Oh, that's okay, I found him. Okay.
Night guy?
That night guy, yeah.
Night of the Stampede.
Need a deck name.
Raptomatic. I know it's horrible, whatever. Best I got. I'm medicated.
Oh wait, we need to fix the land as well. I keep forgetting to do this when I build decks nowadays. I keep forgetting to put in the new dual lands.
Yeah.
Ribbon crack, there we go. Why would you not take away the lands automatically, game?
Will it Raptor?
That's actually a much better name.
Yeah, I think it's a better name. Will it Raptor with a question mark? I like that one better. I think the bigger question is, will it crash? We have a lot of moving parts we have to get off.
Yeah.
Unless we want to do it just a mini combo.
I mean, technically, all we need is a Forerunner, the Shield, and I picked the other deck. Why is it this deck?
I don't know.
I did click the other deck, right? Okay. Apparently, we're playing this deck one more time.
Oh god.
Oh no, it's Llanowar Elf.
Kill it. Kill it before it spreads.
No, it's our Llanowar Elves that spread, not theirs. Oh look, it's a Grill deck. It's okay, this will be a quick game.
Because they're gonna kill us, or what?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh look, he has double hexproof. I'd really like somebody to just see that card and see that it says ooze and go, do you know what? Let's see what they've got. But no, he's too busy just throwing 4/4s at us.
He's too busy beating you within an inch of your life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh look, you're dead.
Okay, it's definitely the right deck this time. Sailor Houdin. Okay. Playing against JC Jace. Sure, why not? Hallowed Fountain turn 1, that never bodes well. If he plays a Hinterland Harbour, this is Turbo Fog. Okay, it's not Turbo Fog. Yes, hold the shield, Elf.
Hide behind it. Azorius Life, maybe.
Nope, this is Gabby's control deck.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
You had one of these in your list.
Yeah, I do. Either that or it's some variant of blue-white control. Because I don't think Gabby's list runs Dawn of Hope. Go on, hit me for one. You know you want to. He has settled the wreckage up.
Because of the mana.
Yeah.
You're trying to bait out a settle.
See what he does, really. Absorb? This looks a lot like Gabby's deck.
Shall we begin? My device is finished.
Shut up, Tezzeret. Nobody cares. Shut up, Dovin. Nobody cares. Does Gabby's deck have the Dawn of Hope in it? It does not. I mean, he's tapped out, so...
Yeah. You're at least safe to a certain extent because of that. Cumulative safekeeping would take care of those doctors.
We need to kill Tezzeret as well, actually. I just need to kill all the Planeswalkers.
You can do better.
All we need now is Teferi. Yeah, it has 4 planeswalkers in it.
Really?
Yep.
That seems like a super complicated deck.
Well, basically, Dovin's in there to create Thopters.
Uh-huh.
Tezzeret's in there to create Thopters and for his emblem, and then Karn is in there for the Karn structs.
Huh. Is it a good deck? I'm assuming this is Gabby Sparts we're talking about.
Yeah, Gabby Sparts.
Yeah. She seems smart.
Like, I know Gabby's deck doesn't run the Dawn of Hopes. Whatever we attack with is going to get munched on by that Karn struct.
So Dawn of Hope is for card draw, basically.
Yeah, basically. That is not... You should save that Excellence Binding, but... Tezzeret can also double his card draw with a 0.
Yeah.
We may as well go out on a meme.
See if we can do it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna just do that and then drop Polyraptor?
Yeah, basically.
Settle the Wreckage and Glacier Fortress.
Although we're going to lose the knight this turn.
Yeah.
And we die.
We don't have enough Polyraptor. Dang it.
Yeah, but hopefully he's going to counter this. Hope I never meet Gabby. They have a slap coming for making that deck. Yeah. Like, the list is, like, awesome. This one doesn't run the Dawn of Hopes. I think they've subbed that out for the heroes.
Yeah.
But, like, everything else is in there. You know, Karns with Tezzeret, Teferi, Dovin, Absorb. That was really all we actually saw.
I can't compete with this kind of deck. I would not have come up with this kind of thing by myself. It's rough. Ooh.
I think, like, the bones of this have always kind of been there with, like, except we had Sinister Sabotage instead of Absorb. Like, Teferi's always been in there. Karn's usually been in there as well as a sort of card draw engine. Settle, Nova, Binding, they've kind of all been there with the search, but they've kind of taken out some of the other control elements for the ability to make these Thopters and just beat you to death with Karn tokens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird. Okay.
We are just over the 2-hour mark, so we can call it here if you would like, Vagraham.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. Man.
Yeah, I thought as much.
I've only been talking and I'm tired. I can't even imagine what you're...
Yeah. It's been a long stream.
Yeah.
But
we need to get some of these decks and kind of incubate and...
Yeah, I think now that we have kind of the base of these decks, we can sort of throw ideas between each other and maybe refine them a little bit off camera.
Yeah.
And then come back and see what they look like in a week or 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, cool.
So let's pop over to the ending screen. Hello, Teferi, everyone's favourite planeswalker.
Let's see what Cloud9 have in store for today.
So thank you guys for joining us. As always, it has been a pleasure. I will be back definitely next Friday, probably beforehand, because I want to get this whole schedule thing back up and running now that I'm feeling slightly better. Mr. Vagram, would you like to shamelessly plug yourself?
Don't play with plugs, you'll electrocute yourself.
It might be the only way the snot stops coming.
Yes, plug myself up. Yeah, I have stuff that I do on days.
So you're tentatively back on Monday, depending on how the snot factory runs, right?
Well, I've been live streaming. It's just there's been some days where I'm either super exhausted because of all the cold medication and just cold in general, or I can barely talk because I'm just so dried out and whatever. But I'm trying to stick back to a normal schedule. So, tentative yes for Monday on both streams. We'll see what goes on. The big problem we're having right now on the Monday and nope, that's not right. On the Tuesday and Thursday streams, Fallout 76, is that there's been a lot of server instability and a whole bunch of client-side crashes, and there's not a patch in sight yet, like for the next week or two. So I might temporarily postpone it because streaming that last night, I had like 4 crashes in 2 hours.
Really?
And it's very counterproductive. You just crash the desktop, just bing, instantaneously.
I have to admit, I've not prodded Fallout 76 in quite some time.
You're evil. Not that I've taken a 2-week break or anything myself. No, that would be horrible. I'm kind of waiting for stability patches and for some problems with stuff like the stash box to be fixed, and they still have a lot of balance problems. Like they're introducing a new PvP mode that's going to be separate from adventure mode.
I did read that, yeah. Survival mode?
From normal. Yeah, it's going to be survival. There's going to be like adventure mode, I think, and then survival mode. And adventure mode is currently what we have. And the survival, you'll be able to log in with a character into survival mode and then log out, log back into adventure mode, which I think is a horrible, terrible idea.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
All the dudes with glitched 2-shot explosive shotguns are just going to log into the PvP side of things and just rule the roost. So a lot of people are begging them to force make a new character on that. Basically keep it separate. And I'm still waiting for like private servers. They have not really held up their bargain on having details on that soon. So I don't know what's going to happen on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I might have to come up with something else. We'll see. But yeah, I will be back. We're going to be picking up our Stellaris match for Monday nights.
Yeah, I should probably join one of these at some point.
I mean, we have some NPC races you can take over and lower the hassle rate we're getting from some of them. God knows somebody needs to take over the Opera Max Hegemony, otherwise they're just going to ruin everything. Goddamn space mods. Wonder Melodies we're rating. Okay.
Yes, we're going to rate
I'm going to stop
Melodies.
talking.
Yeah.
I'll see you folks later. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Catch you guys later. Goodbye for now.
Blip.
And OBS just crashed.
OBS or Streamlabs OBS?
Streamlabs OBS.